It is July, and yes, we have started our monsoon ride. Another ride and another beautiful destination. Yes, we are riding towards the Queen of Hill Stations or the Queen of Western Ghats. This is going to be another scenic route. We will be riding through Mysuru, Bandipur Tiger Reserve and Mudumalai Forest, which is known for lush greenery and rich wildlife. This month of July is the month when the monsoon in India will be at its peak. As this is the month of July, and with the advent of monsoon season in India, the region of Western Ghats and its adjacent areas turn into lush green, which gives a cooling effect to the eyes of everyone who visits this place. We left Bengaluru at around 5:30 am and now it is 8:30 am when we reached Mysuru. So we thought we can have a quick stop for a breakfast before we head towards Mudumalai, Bandipur, Ooty and then to our final destination, KOTAGIRI. Ooty, also called as Udagai or Udagamandalam locally, is a favorite tourist spot for all. Even though this is not a season for perfect trip to Ooty, we always enjoy riding in the rain and this experience is truly not explainable in words. The exact destination of our monsoon ride is not Udagai or Ooty, it is one of another small town which is famous for tourism in the Nilgiris, KOTAGIRI. Yes, this trip is not to Ooty but to KOTAGIRI. KOTAGIRI is a small town in the Nilgiris which is untouched and a perfect spot to get away from the busy city life. It just started to pour down when we reached Bandipur, and yes, we started to enjoy our monsoon ride from that point onwards. Weather in Kotagiri was ideal for this monsoon ride with no much rain. One advantage of riding through this Bandipur route is spotting the wildlife. Spotting wildlife is always a surprise, and yes, we were lucky that we were able to spot two elephants. That was the first elephant, and it was a wild elephant which we spotted, and the second one was another elephant which just crossed the road when we were moving, and we were really unlucky not to see it close by. But yes, this was the second spotting of the wild elephant which you can see on the right side of the screen. Even though the weather was perfect for monsoon ride in Kotagiri, but it was not much favorable in Ooty as Ooty was experiencing heavy rains as this is the peak month of Indian monsoon season. The route which leads us to the Queen of Western Ghats is very scenic and beautiful. Bengaluru to Mysuru, a distance of 150 kilometers, is the only route with highways as usual roads. Once we deviate towards Mysuru Ooty road, the road becomes very beautiful and scenic. Mysuru to Gundlupet is another beautiful route in its own way with sunflower and marigold farms on both sides of the road. Mysuru to Gundlupet is a distance of 70 kilometers and this stretch will never be a boring ride. Gundlupet to Bandipur, Bandipur to Mudumalai, Mudumalai to Ooty and then Ooty to Kotagiri. These are the most beautiful stretch in this ride. Most people opt this route to enjoy the scenic beauty of these reserve forests and the wildlife. We were lucky to spot wild elephants. Usually, spotted deer are a common sight on this route, however, elephants are a rare sight. We were happy to spot two wild elephants and was also happy to capture that on cam. Along with the spotted deer and elephants, we also spotted bison very closely when we were riding towards Kotagiri, but was not able to capture that on camera. Until we reached Mysuru, we did not experience any rainfall. However, once we entered Bandipur, it started to pour down, and we were really enjoying each and every minute of this ride. Usually, after exiting Mudumalai near Teppakadu, the route actually deviates to the left, which leads you to Ooty through Gudalur. But this time around, that was not the case. As the bridge near Teppakadu was broken, they deviated us towards Ooty through the Paikara route. And yes, look at this beautiful pine forest which is welcoming us on the way to Ooty. The distance from Teppakadu to Ooty through Gudalur is 30 kilometers and with almost 30 hairpin bends. But the route through Paikara is long as there are no hairpin bends but curvy roads. However, this route is beautiful with the bamboo and pine forests welcoming you to this beautiful hill station in the Nilgiris. We were already aware that the places to visit will not be accessible during this monsoon, but we still decided to ride as this is a perfect destination for monsoon ride. I had visited Kotagiri like 5 years back, and even after 5 years, this place has not lost its charm and not changed much, and was enjoying each and every bit of this ride. The stay which we had for this trip is also a scenic one and right in between the tea plantations, and this was selected by my friend who was also riding along with me in this ride. The weather totally changed as we started to gain altitude towards the Nilgiris. It felt as though we were riding through the mist. The vibes that Ooty gives you is a totally different level which cannot be matched by any other hill stations here. Ooty is beautiful in its own way. Even if I come to this place countless number of times, this place will still look new and charming to my eyes. The experience which we had during this ride is truly non explainable in words, and we were actually enjoying each and every moment of this ride. It was raining continuously from Bandipur until we reached Ooty, so we were totally drenched in rain, but still, that was what we were here for. Ooty to Kotagiri is another 30 kilometers distance, and again, that is another scenic and beautiful route in its own way. The weather, along with the landscape, started to change as and when we were nearing Udagai. The temperature during this ride was almost in the range of 12 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius, and we were riding with frozen hands. This is not new to us anyway. Due to a reroute near Teppakadu towards Paikara to reach Ooty due to a broken bridge, it actually took us 1.5 hours extra to reach Ooty, and from Ooty to Kotagiri it took us around 1.5 hours due to the rain and due to the roads. Ooty to Kotagiri, a distance of 30 kilometers, took us really long due to the road conditions because of landslides. There were a lot of land construction going on this route. However, the route was scenic and we were enjoying the ride. It was continuously raining once we reached Bandipur until the time we reached Ooty. Even though in between there were few places where there were passing showers, it was really nice to ride in these weather conditions. We have reached Udagai and now we are heading towards Kotagiri, which is our destination for this ride. The road which is leading towards Kotagiri has no rain whatsoever, and it's quite strange because Kotagiri is a town very close to Ooty at a distance of 30 kilometers. The road towards Kotagiri is still under development, and I think they are in a process of extending the road. Kotagiri was totally untouched land when I came here 5 years back, and literally no one knew about Kotagiri as a tourist place. But now Kotagiri is one of a major tourist attraction in the Nilgiris after Udagai. This hidden town of Kotagiri is on the route of Adubettu peak, and also if you have to reach the Kodanad viewpoint, you have to go through this town of Kotagiri. Last time when we came to Kotagiri, we did not go to the Kodanad viewpoint because the weather was not that great, and Kodanad being a viewpoint will be very good when you come during summers or when you have a clear weather. The homestay which we have selected for this ride is a wooden home, and it is around 6 kilometers from the center of Kotagiri. The stay for this ride is a wooden homestay, and it was a really a different experience for me as this was the first time I was staying in a wooden house. We are almost reaching the town of Kotagiri. From the center of Kotagiri, it is around 6 kilometers towards the interiors of the town where this homestay is located. This is that off-road stretch which we have to take to reach this wooden homestay here in the outskirts of Kotagiri town. Kotagiri, one of the towns in Nilgiris, is a must-visit location for all the travelers who want to get away from their busy city life. Until next time, from another location, this is Indian Travelholic signing off. Keep exploring.